There is a story in Philippine folklore about a mango tree and a bamboo tree, not being able to agree as to which was strongest of the two. They called upon the wind to make the decision. The winds blew its hardest. The mango tree stood fast. It would not yield. It knew it was strong and sturdy. It would not sway. It was too proud. It was too sure of itself, but finally its root gave way, and it tumbled down. The bamboo tree was wiser. It knew it was not as robust as the mango tree, and so every time the wind blew, it bent its head gracefully. It made loud protest, but it let the winds have its way. When finally the wind got tired of blowing, the bamboo tree still stood in all its beauty and grace. The Filipino is like the bamboo. He knows that he is not strong enough to withstand the onslaught of superior forces, and so he yields. He bends his head gracefully with many loud protests. And he has survived. The Spaniards came and dominated him for more than 300 years, and when the Spaniards left, the Filipinos still stood, only much richer in experience and culture. The Americans took the place of the Spaniards. They used more subtle means of winning over the Filipinos, who embraced the American way of life more readily than the Spaniards' vague promise of the hereafter. Then the Japanese came like a storm, like a plague of locusts, like a pestilence, rude, relentless, and cruel. The Filipino learned to bow his head low to cooperate with the Japanese in their holy mission of establishing the co-prosperity sphere. The Filipino had only hate the contempt for the Japanese, but he learned to smile sweetly at them and to thank them graciously for their benevolence and magnanimity. And now, the Americans have come back and driven away the Japanese. Those Filipinos who profited most from cooperating with the Japanese have been loudest in their protestations of innocence. Everything is as if the Japanese had never been in the Philippines. For the Filipino will welcome any kind of life that the gods offer him. That is why he is contented, happy, and at peace. The sad plight of other peoples of the world is not his. To him, as to that ancient Oriental poet, the past is already a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision, but today, well lived, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow a vision of hope. The Filipino is eminently suited to his romantic role. He is slender and wiry. He is nimble and graceful in his movements. His voice is soft. He has the gift of languages. In what other place in the world can you find people who can carry a fluent conversation in at least 3 languages? This gift is another means by which the Filipino has managed to survive. There is no insurmountable barrier between him and any of the people who have come to live with him, Spanish, Americans, Japanese. The foreigners do not have to learn his language. He easily manages to master theirs. Verily, the Filipino is like the bamboo tree in its grace, in its ability to adjust itself to the peculiar and inexplicable whims of fate. The bamboo tree is his expressive and symbolic national tree. It will have to be, not the Mallari nor the Nara, but the bamboo.